Stop trying so hard. It's good to try, no question about it. But when you try too hard on something that's not working, maybe it's time to try a different idea. Maybe it's time to try something new. Eventually it will work. But if you keep trying to do something that isn't working, maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a wake-up call to realize, damn, I gotta try something new. There's a saying where don't change the goal, but change the way how you get there. And with that being said, that's what you gotta remind yourself of. That's what you gotta start to realize. And we might often see how people that don't try, people that just try one and get it off the bat and instantly successful at it. And we start to compare ourselves to that, like, damn, why is this person more successful than me? I'm gonna be honest with you. There's gonna be always someone more successful than you. Whether they get it in their first try, whether they get it in their 10th try. But you will never know because you don't know what their process is. You don't know what their journey is to get to where they are. So try to avoid comparing yourself to others. Because if you do this, I promise you, you will save yourself a lot of stress. You will save yourself a lot of time and anxiety. Because instead of trying to make this quick, you start to realize, okay, I'm doing on my own pace. I'm working on my own pace. And when you start to do that, eventually it will work out. Another thing is, work smarter, not harder. And I know you probably heard this all the time, but it's true. You really gotta make sure you work really smart. Because if you work hard, it's not gonna be enough. And I hate to say that, and I know it sounds so brutal, but it won't. You have to really work smart. You have to understand and be smart enough to know what will and won't work. And if you could know that, and you could let go of being naive and being stubborn on trying to make this one thing work, you will save yourself so much time. You will save yourself so much time that it will work out faster. And trust me, I can relate. I am a very stubborn person. And there's times where things had not worked out for me. And it was very frustrating. So I just kept trying. And I started to realize, let me take a break. Let me try a different idea. Because this isn't working clearly. I'd rather waste a whole week of doing nothing than keep trying to do something that isn't working. And when you start to create that mentality, you start to realize, oh damn, maybe I am just wasting time. Maybe I should just take a break and regather my thoughts, regather my ideas, and initiate a new idea, initiate a new plan. Another thing is, like, you gotta trust yourself. Stop consuming yourself in numbers. I understand that life is a number game. Wherever you go, whether you're on social media, whether you look at your bank account, whether you look at numbers just around you, numbers are everywhere. And if you are constantly consumed by the numbers, you're going to keep chasing it. And when you keep chasing it, I hate to break it to you, but it will not come to you. Now, listen, I'm not trying to say manifest or do all that stuff. No. You do have to work for it. You do have to find a way of how you could attract it to yourself. But if you keep chasing it, I promise you, it will run farther and farther. It's like the saying, you're chasing the butterfly. But when you wait and do nothing, the butterfly will eventually come to you. And I know it might not be the best saying, but I think it's a good saying. Because that often does happen. Butterflies do come and land on you if you stay still. Now listen, what I mean by don't chase the money as well is understanding that when you're working to get your money up, when you're working to get more views up, do you. Work on your skill set. Work on how to improve your videos. Work on how to improve yourself to get more money. Because that is what's important. And I don't hear this enough on social media, is that do this side hustle, do this idea to make 10K a month. No, you need to improve yourself. You need to figure out what is not working for you and apply it to yourself. And then grow on that. And then money will come in. The numbers will speak for itself. I promise you. And I can relate heavy on this because 3 years ago, that's all I kept trying to do. Chase some money. How do I make the most money? And I failed every single time because it was just about the money. It wasn't about how I could improve my skill set. Now, I'm making pretty good money. Why? Because I improved my skill set in the past 3 years on video creation, on networking, on talking to other people. But it takes time to get to there. It does. Maybe you might get lucky. Maybe you will. Maybe you'll make your first $1 million in 1 year. but the chances are very slim. And I'm not saying you can never make $1 million. You can, but you have to work on yourself before you can do that. You have to grow, adapt, and network. Another thing is like, just calm down. Stop chasing. Just relax. If you try too hard, you're going to start to stress yourself out. You're going to start to create more problems in your head. You're going to start to realize that maybe this isn't working out. Maybe this isn't working out. And you start to second guess yourself. But you don't know if that idea is going to work until you let it ride. Let it ride out. See where it goes. If it doesn't work in 2 months, then try a new idea. But just take it easy. And I was guilty of this. I was constantly overthinking the ideas. I was constantly chasing my idea just to realize that I go back to that idea because I figured out it will work. So instead of rushing into new ideas so quickly, take a breath. Just do what you gotta do. Let everything ride out. If it doesn't work, then try a new idea. Don't keep trying to hop a new idea every day because that, you'll waste a lot of time as well. So I guess I can't believe I'm saying this, but less trying and more relaxing. And I know it's hard to relax when you're trying to start up a business, when you're trying to be an actor, being whatever. It's hard. But I promise you, if you are just casual about it, things will fall into place. There's another saying is, what if it works out better than you can imagine? And if it could work out better than you can imagine, then just understand that it will happen. Maybe not the way how you picture it. Maybe not the way how you think of it right now. But it will work out just better than you can imagine for the most part. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. And peace.